And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air is Jackson.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jacobs to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Escaping the pressure right.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Purdy to throw it on first down. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back to Walker on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The Buccaneers sit 7-8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run and set up the reverse, but he'll keep it himself. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And you look at this Saints defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now it's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Jacobs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Powering his way forward. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and win. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But has certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. 2nd and 10. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Handoff running left, Patterson. They'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Myers. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Saints.
On 1st down, Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Hayden Hurst from 19 yards away. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Shoves him away. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian Kirk, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Juju Smith-Schuster as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Running left, here's Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A handoff for Patterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is Kirk, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll run with Patterson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run with Hines. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mark Andrews, 39 yards. And the Buccaneers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. He's got room to roam, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Straight ahead, Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Being chased out left. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Gay's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Purdy. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Kirk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tossing out right here to Patterson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Patterson running between the tackles. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cordero Patterson. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Running left is Walker.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.